Lisa, it's great being here with you this morning.
Thank you.
We do this about every few months, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, for those who haven't seen any of your videos before, how long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business for 28 years. Started back in 1986.
And always in this market, or were you in other markets?
No, we started actually in the 80s in the Reno market. And then Greg and we came out this way in 1990 to be close to our family.
Oh, okay,
So,
great.
Yeah, we started building our practice here in about 1990, 91.
So that's great. So you've definitely seen different markets and different conditions over those 28 years.
Very changing markets, yes, from every possible rise and fall that we could have had.
Yeah. And aren't you from a real estate family too?
I am.
Isn't your mother in real estate?
Yeah, my mother, my sister, pretty much the whole family has been immersed in the real estate world since I was young. So
It's a wonderful business to be in.
it is, absolutely.
So what are you seeing happening in the marketplace right now?
That's a good question. I think what we're starting to see is a lot of, market shifting a little bit, and a lot of agents shifting in this market. It's like people ask us, how can we best help them? And what I'm starting to see is almost a complete division between agents who are old school, who have really taken on technology and really have embraced the change, which we've really tried to do. We've hired people to help us with that because we're old school. We're like back in the day where we had.
You were going to say like me, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not exactly, but MLS books, and so we've really embraced technology. And I think that the division between realtors is definitely those maybe agents who've maybe not been around as long, who come natural to technology, but they're used to something being immediate. Where like the consumer tends today to want immediate gratification. Well, the realtors are actually behaving in that way as well, if they're not from a time that was different. And I think for Greg and I, our biggest focus has been relationships and consumer help and helping someone from start to finish, no matter how long it takes.
Right.
Whereas the average realtor, I think, is more focused on immediate. I think that that's going to hurt them.
Well, yeah, because I think the key to our business, it always has been, is repeat clients and referrals from your clients.
That's right.
I mean, even when you don't have to go ask for it, that they're going to refer them to you because they know you're the best.
Well, and they know that we're there to support them and contribute to them, even if they don't need to buy or sell. We're here to be a resource, and I think that's the biggest change that we're likely to see in the marketplace coming in the years is agents who maybe are a little more focused on immediate instead of the long-term commitment to relationship.
Right. It seems like over the last 5 years, we've seen, and this is a trend that's been going on forever, but we seem like that fewer agents are doing more of the business.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're developing teams. And I know you guys have a very successful team. How does that benefit the consumer?
That's a good question, actually, because this is something that we want to explain to our clients, because I think that what makes Greg and I, when we work together, we're very opposite in our strengths and weaknesses. And I don't think that any one person has the skills to navigate the entire process today. So what I mean by that is I love the sales. I love the helping the client, connecting with the right buyer, connecting with the right home. That's the part that I really love. But the rest of the organization of the financing, the escrow, the details of the paperwork, the file, making sure that every I is dotted, that is not as much my strength. So I think if you can be, a team allows us to be very specialized. And what the consumer gets from that is someone who knows that end of the business and who's not focusing on anything else. So
that's a good point, because you see that a lot.
Oh, trying to do it all.
I mean, obviously we see that in the company when agents are trying to do it all, and they do have weaknesses.
We do,
and some of it could be with the paperwork or missing something. And it's great that when you have a team that's been like you guys, that have been together for so long, and not only your team, but you're married, so you know each other's strengths and weaknesses real well. So there's a tremendous benefit for the consumer there.
Well, I think if you look at other industries, we hire people who are very good at the things that we're not. So I have a gal that works on our team who's very tech savvy. She's very literate in the computer world and really helping us to evolve in taking on all the new tools that we can provide that don't come to us naturally.
Right.
So the benefit of a team to the customer is that we give them that the client gets so much more from us than they would if I was just trying to do it all on my own.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right now we're looking at summer's almost over.
Yep.
I shouldn't say it's over, but summer's almost over. We're going to be going into fall here. What do you see going on with the market right now?
That's a good question. I think the market was very hot the first 6 months of this year. Inventory was extremely low. We were down from at the very bottom of our market back in 2011. We had 2,400 active homes on the market in our East Bay. In January, we had 400. So now we're back to a little bit normal, right around the 1,300 range. I think we're going to see the market much more stable. Not as much frenzy, but
and that's good. That's definitely good.
It's very good, because if it kept going the way it was, we would have had to have an adjustment, and
right.
We don't want to see that. So we're stable. It's like we're seeing good buyer traffic, but homes are taking a little longer to sell. The homeowners have to be a little more aware of their competition,
right?
Which they didn't have to before.
Good.
So I think we're going to continue to see that.
Good. No, that's all the projections we're seeing from the State Association, National Association are pretty much projecting the same thing.
Yeah, I have agent connections and friends all over the country, and they're all seeing the same type of change. Much more normal, healthy,
That's
buyers
good.
and sellers.
And that's what we want. We want a level market.
Yeah.
And that's a stable market is the best for everyone concerned. I know you do coaching. You coach other agents from other companies even.
I do, all over the world, actually.
So all over the world.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So how is that working out for you?
Well, it's actually very fun. I work for a company called Tom Ferry Your Coach, and I only coach agents part-time. And for me, when I was asked to do that, I agreed to for many reasons. But one of the things I've always wanted to do as I've grown in the business and been in the business a long time is to give back and help those to grow. Help maybe new agents to learn, and help make our industry stronger.
Well, I know you've done that with the company. Every time we've had a training where we wanted you to come in and talk about a different aspect of the business, you were more than willing to do that. Yeah. So I could see you doing the coaching.
I love that. I think for me, there's a few things that I've gained from coaching is I think when we try to teach someone else something, it really holds us to a higher standard. I think my integrity level has always been very important to me, but even more when I'm trying to help someone else.
Yeah, and when you're talking to people around the country and out of the country,
right.
You get a whole different perspective on what's going on in the marketplace that you could come bring back here if it's, hey, that makes sense, let's bring that back here.
That's been another advantage is also I get to track the markets all over right. I coach one agent in Australia, and to watch the market all over the world and see how things impact us locally, it just gives me better knowledge to help our clients.
Yeah, make some more around it.
Yeah, I think so.
Realtor, that's great.
Thank you.
That's great. With that, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I want you to keep in mind the Doyle team. They're one of the top agents in the market, and they're, I want to say one of my pride and joys. They've been with me for about 20 years now, and I've seen a long time, and I've seen them grow and expand their business to be in some of the, like I said, some of the top agents in the industry, and it's a pleasure to have Greg and Lisa working with J. Rockcliff.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate. We wouldn't ever have it any other way.
Great.
Thank you.
The feeling's mutual.
Thank you.